This message is for all the people that are complaining that they're not getting their food stamps for November. What did you do with October's food stamp money? What did you do? Did you stock up on pantry items and try to shop smartly? You better figure it out. I'm sick of hearing you complain. What did you do with October's food stamp money?
You gotta be the dumbest bitch I've ever seen. It's called Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program. It's there to supplement. So they probably fucking spent it on groceries. It's not some massive savings account that they just sit there and hoard all the time. No, they fucking spend it.
Ignoring all of the ignorant shit that woman had to say in her video, whatever happened to fucking manners? Like, don't chew with your mouth open? Don't speak with your mouth full? How do you expect anyone in the world to take you seriously when you're disrespectful like that?
This lady has been waiting a very long time to say what she said. If you missed it, this is Food Stamp Lady, someone who's clearly not in Group 7. She came on Al Gore's internet to judge people who may not get their food assistance next month, to ask them what they did last month with their food assistance last month.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. So guys, I want us to watch this video from a white MAGA lady. She came out and called out the people who are using food stamp, and she instantly regretted for doing this. So this woman, she went viral, and majority of MAGA people, they are not happy because of what she came out and said. So kindly guys, I want you to watch this compilation of videos and see how MAGA they came out and react. So kindly guys, watch this till the end, then I'll be back with more comment. All credits goes to the original creator of the video. I'm your host, Dash Lifestyle.
This message is for all the people that are complaining that they're not getting their food stamps for November. What did you do with October's food stamp money? What'd you do? Did you stock up on pantry items and try to shop smartly? Or did you just go buy a bunch of processed garbage? By the way, you can thank the Democrats for the government being shut down and your benefits not coming through for November. Looks like you're going to be going to the food pantry for your Thanksgiving meal. I know a lot of food pantries hand out turkeys for Thanksgiving. All the sides and trimmings too. Lots of food pantries. You better figure it out. I'm sick of hearing you complain, honestly. You ever have this as a meal? I'm eating peanut butter and butter on toast. It's absolutely delicious. You should try it. And not for nothing, I saw this woman that said she was getting $1,100 a month in food stamps. Do you know how long I could make $1,100 in food stamps last in this house? There's two of us, but I do have my son over every once in a while, or my daughters over once in a while to eat. I feed them too, and we always got food in our house, no matter what. I would take a third job. I have two jobs. I would take a third job if I had to, just to make sure my kids ate. What are you doing for your kids besides coming on the internet and bitching that you don't have any money in your food stamps account? What do you do with October's food?
Somewhere around 35 to 40% of SNAP recipients are children. More than 10% are under the age of 5. More than 20% are seniors. So you are looking at SNAP providing nutrition. And I say nutrition because they're not fully fed. Like if you've ever tried to shop with SNAP benefits like you're describing, yeah, you can live off of fucking peanut butter and butter on a piece of bread, but it fucking sucks. Right? It sucks. So somewhere between 50 and 60% of SNAP recipients are children and the elderly. And you're like, fuck you. It's your fault. Democrats, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck who's shutting down the government. Feed the fucking children and the elderly. What is wrong with you?
You clearly understand the concept of what food is and what it's meant for. People bought food with it, and they ate that fucking food like you're doing that toast. Didn't realize it was a hard concept to understand what food money is spent on and used for. And have you been to the grocery store lately? I'm sure you have with the toast you're eating. Have you seen the fucking prices of food? Yeah. $185 for a single person ain't gonna do shit for a month. You and I both know that. So, open your mind before your mouth. For the love of God, please.
Food stamps for November.
How much do you think people are actually getting for food stamps? Seriously, like, really, just how much do you think people are actually getting? Do you really think it's that much money? We're talking on the average of $159 per person. That's less than $40 a week for one person to eat on. How much do you spend a week on food? And how much good food can someone really buy for $40 a week? Again, it's less than $40. It's actually $39.75. But yet Trump can get $230 million for a ballroom. Kristi Noem can get $179 for our $1 million for jets. We can send money to other countries, and farmers are losing out every fucking day because, well, they're not selling food because of Trump's tariffs. But yet you're going to complain about $159 that people are receiving. Now, you can say they can go to work, but the problem with that is the reason why they're collecting that money is because they can't find enough work, because jobs are washing the fuck up right now as well. It's so sad to see the party that's supposed to be all about Christian and values and godliness and everything talk so much shit like this that actually wants to see people hurt and homeless and destroyed. And then you make videos like this. What did you do with that money? It's $159 fucking dollars. How much did you spend on food alone?
By the way, you can thank the Democrats for the government being shut down.
Why are you turning your comments off? The USDA, that stuff is approved by Congress, both Republicans and Democrats. Blaming one political party is oversimplifying the system. Most people's stamps were cut because of renewal backlogs, not a political party. Were they eating you up in that comment section and you just couldn't handle it? I bet you folks was breaking their legs to get to that comment section. Anyway, I don't get food stamps, but because I'm a caseworker, I know a lot of people that do, including senior citizens and disabled people. There's also people that work 2 or 3 jobs to get food stamps. Did you know that? But they also cut the WIC program, which is for working people as well. So babies are not getting their formula, and not everyone can breastfeed. Tales of the uneducated and smug.
Stamps for November.
This here is a prime example of what it looks like when you lose compassion for your fellow human beings. You want to know what they did with their food stamps for October? They probably bought groceries and ate them. Hi, I lived off of bread and butter for 3 fucking months because I couldn't afford anything else. You know what happened? I ended up in the fucking hospital. You talk about stocking up your pantry with canned goods, non-perishables, you know, instead of buying processed crap. This would be great if the canned goods and non-perishables were actually affordable. As it stands, you can make the processed crap go a lot further because it costs a lot less. But you sit there in your fucking house, which, by the way, most people can't afford these days, griping and bitching about people complaining about food stamps. Oh, and if you think the shutdown is the Democrats' fault, you drank the fucking Kool-Aid, sweetheart. Do me a favor. Take a look at your power bill next month, and let me know how that's working out for you, will ya? Compare it to the last 5 months. Let me know how that's working out for you. You guys have been fucking lied to because your dictator-in-chief has decided he wants to rule with an iron fucking fist. As a matter of fact, he's trying to pull a rather impressive impersonation of having Gestapo on the streets. He just bought Kristi Noem, 2 planes for something like $250 million each? $175 or $250 million, one of the two. He just sent $40 billion to Argentina. to bail them out, but I thought you guys were America first. Oh, only when it's to own the fucking libs, right? Might want to ask your dictator-in-chief to get that $40 billion back. Oof. He's spending several $1 million to build a ballroom that is bigger than the fucking White House, attached to the White House, so he can host dinner parties for him and his crony friends. And he's doing it all on your fucking dime. But you're probably not gonna have a problem with that, because this is what you voted for, right? So many of you have forgotten what fascism looks like. So many of you have forgotten the lessons of the past. And it's shown with the current brain drain on America. Your academics are leaving in droves. They're killing your medical system. They're killing your education system more than they already have. And they are turning the working class into an indentured servitude class, so the rich can just kick back and take it easy. But this is what you fucking voted for, right? Get fucked.
October's food stamp money.
Well, my guess is they fed their families, right? Like, it's not rocket science to know that they spent those food stamps in October to feed their family for that month. Groceries are expensive, and a lot of the times buying the processed food is cheaper than actually buying whole foods. I know from personal experience, my family has been in that situation, and at the end of the day, you're buying what you can afford, and a lot of the times it's processed, but it's out of necessity. Nobody wants to eat processed food all the time. But you will, at the end of the day, to ensure that your family is fed, that you've got food in your belly. And the fact that you're coming on the internet, munching on your toast with your horrible fucking eyeliner, which, I mean, watch a video and learn how to do it, for God's sake. Or just don't wear it, but that's horrible. Anyways, you're getting on the internet and shaming people for relying on government assistance when you know nothing about them, you don't know anything about their family and why they're on government assistance. You're making fun of people that have to rely on the food bank for their turkey dinner. Like, are you kidding me right now? It's tough times out there, and people need to do what they need to do to survive. And if that means going to the food bank to get a turkey dinner so you can celebrate the holidays like anybody else, that's what you're gonna do. But you're a vile human being, and I really truly do hope that you would never end up in a situation where you have to rely on food stamps or the food bank. Or maybe, you know, maybe you should, and then you may understand what people go through. Anyways, have a good night.
Got money.
Just look at the evil blank stare in this callous, mouth-breathing sociopath's eyes. I guarantee that this is a person who is probably not loved. Or if there is love, it's conditional love. It's love predicated upon a lie. Because if you actively wish for the most marginalized members of our society to starve to death, you're not going to find a lot of love in this universe. You aren't. The answer, by the way, in terms of the maximum amount that someone on SNAP benefits can get is $298 a month. And if you're paying $150 for groceries a week, a realistic figure, you're not going to be able to really get a lot out of that, especially since you can't buy hot meals, because typically this country already was extremely cruel to low-income and homeless people. But she loves it. She's sitting there fucking stuffing her face while she's contemplating people starving. That is going to come back and bite you in the ass later, you fucking bitch. 5 years from now, this video will always be associated with this fucking cruel, callous zombie's name. And when she needs to get a fucking job, all the employer has to do is call up this fucking video. And then she will never, ever get the job that she would like. Yeah. I would, if I were you, I'd take down the video, but of course, on the internet, everything lives forever. And be smug and callous now, but Trump will drop dead, the fascists will be out of power, and there will come a reckoning for all of you fucking cruel MAGA assholes. There will be a reckoning. Mark my words. And then you're going to see how difficult it is for you to survive. Huh?
This lady has been waiting a very long time to say what she said. If you missed it, this is Food Stamp Lady, someone who's clearly not in Group 7. She came on Al Gore's internet to judge people who may not get their food assistance next month, to ask them what they did last month with their food assistance last month. This is not a one-off. This isn't one radical lady with some weird thoughts. This is what a significant portion of this population believes. And they have been itching to say something about it for years. To you. To the recipients of food assistance. These people, when they see someone swiping an EBT card, they immediately look at what they bought. Lucky Charms. Oh, skirt steak. Well, I'm here with hot dogs for my children. And in their mind, they're not only having to pay for their groceries, but their tax money is paying for yours as well. And even though that's not how it works, that's how they feel about it. And they've been waiting a long time. They did not vote for Donald Trump because they were enamored with his concepts of a healthcare plan. They voted for him because he's cruel. He's willing to do that, to put those people in a situation where they're begging. And these people have been waiting to wag the finger in their face at desperate people. Keep in mind, the people on assistance are not the deadbeat parent. They're the ones who are willingly taking the children, who continue to provide for them, have a job and a half or two. They're the ones that go to the parent-teacher conferences. They're the ones saving up right now for Christmas. And that food assistance is what keeps the lights on in their house. It keeps them from getting foreclosed on or evicted. It keeps them in the car that brings their children to school. These people, these Christians, these Trump voters, see none of that. They see your Lucky Charms and see it as excessive to them. And they've been waiting to say something for a long time. She may be the only example that we've seen so far. These people want you to know that they don't have pity for you because you've been buying Lucky Charms when you could have been buying oats in bulk. I keep hearing that Pluto in Aquarius is going to reveal things. We keep thinking of corruption. It's going to reveal government corruption. What if it's just revealing what's inside of your heart, all of us collectively? And this is the first glimpse of this particular revelation.
Complain, honestly.
You're sick of hearing people complain that they can't afford groceries? Yeah. Well, I think we're all sick of it. We're all sick of hearing that. Because we live in a country where that shouldn't be happening. No one should be worried about how to feed their family. You know what else we're sick of? We're sick of having to coexist with so many people that completely lack any ounce of empathy. You just don't have the capability in you. It's not there. If you were really sick of it, you would see how you can help. That's what we should be doing, is helping each other. Not sitting there in your comfortable home with your horrible fucking attitude, shoving food in your face, telling people you better figure it out. The arrogance of assuming that you understand every situation that every person in this country is in is astounding. I beg of you to just try to put yourself in the shoes of someone, somewhere that you've never been. And try to imagine how you would hope other people would help. Just try. And if you can't do that, if you can't be helpful, then be quiet.
This message is for all the people that are complaining that they're not getting their food stamps for November. What did you do with October's food stamp money? What'd you do?
Well, I don't know, Sarah Meth. Perhaps they spent October's food stamps in October? Like, what the George Bush, you will pay for your crimes because these children should have been left behind. But unfortunately, they weren't. And now they're adults with access to the internet and total use of free will. I'm going to start calling this the J-Lo theory. Whenever you give people full unmonitored access to something, whether it be a mic, a phone, social media, whatever it is, and total use of free will, they will use that thing regardless of if it sounds good or if it makes a lick of sense. This is what Trump means when he says smart people don't like me, because what do you mean she made this video in regard to November food stamps asking what people did with their October food stamps? If Johnny had 5 apples, Methany, I know y'all be hooked on everything but phonics, so I'm going to hold your hand with a napkin in between when I say this. SNAP stands for Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. And I know supplemental is a big word for Elmo. That means it's supposed to supplement or help them get groceries for that month. What did you think the S stood for, savings or something? Like, what the Then she's talking about the government is shut down because of the Democrats. That's why you're not getting your food stamps. Mind you, the Republicans are in control of the House, the Senate, the White House, and the Supreme Court. But the party with the minority is to blame for the government shutdown. Right. And double, mind you, she on here talking about people losing their food stamps. Whole time Streets is saying she lost her kids. I fear we're worried about the wrong loss, nigga, but I don't. I fear you have way more to be worried about than what people are doing with their food stamps. Put down the phone, stop kissing your cuzzling husband, and worry about yourself. Hope this helps. Peace and love. Talk to you later.
This message is for all the people that are complaining that they're not getting their food stamps for November. What did you do with October's food stamp money?
The fact that she felt comfortable enough to post that video speaks volumes about humanity right now. The vast majority of Americans are one paycheck away from not being able to afford their basic needs. Food, shelter, one paycheck. And judging from most of her videos, she's probably in that category. The fact of the matter is, there was a hunger issue in the United States before the government shutdown, before the threat of the elimination of SNAP benefits for the month of November. Now, could this just be a government scheme and they're going to swoop in at the last minute and save everybody just for clout? Probably. But that doesn't negate the fact that this is still an issue. And it's not a financial literacy issue. It's not a matter of how are you spending your money. Because when you're working 3 jobs that pay $15 an hour to try to support yourself and your family, but the cost of housing, the cost of gas, the cost of food keeps rising, but your pay is not keeping up, and instead of spending our money on us to help make our society better, they're spending it on renovations and private jets. That's not a financial literacy issue. That is a moral and an ethical issue. Anyway, I saw another creator post on here the other day that ramen costs less than, and she suggested that we hand out ramen instead of candy for Halloween. Now, while that is a really good thought in theory, no matter how much you're struggling, simple joys are necessities to keep going forward. So I would encourage you that if you are going to do that, to not only give ramen, but also give candy. And I don't think that that's what she was suggesting, to only give ramen. I just wanted to add that in there. And I know I, for one, am encouraging my students to do trick or canning this year. The fact of the matter is that people are in need. And we need to meet that need together as a community with kindness, empathy, and compassion, and solutions, not ridicule and shame.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video and you have seen how majority of white people, MAGA people, they have come out and they have reacted towards this MAGA lady coming out and calling them because of using food stamp. And also we know that food stamp government, it is ending food stamp 1st November. Coming this 1st November, the government will end food stamp, and because of that we have been seeing majority of Americans, white people, they have been coming out and telling the government not to shut down the food stamp, because also food stamp, it is helping majority of people. But I'm wondering, this lady, she's coming out and she's calling out the people who are using food stamp, and yet she is eating processed food. So you can imagine how this woman she is. So that it is some of the reactions from white people, and also I want to read some of the reaction to see what also majority of white people that have come out and say. So this one is saying that don't speak when your mouth is full and your head is empty. You can see this is a serious reply. So don't speak those. This one says this one he's telling the lady, don't speak when your mouth is full and your head is empty. So So that shows you that this lady, she didn't have the knowledge. She's trying just to provoke the people who are using food stamps. So this one saying that sitting there eating while making fun of people who are food insured is so utterly disgusting. This one saying that she is obviously such a fine, upstanding Christian woman, just like the rest of MAGA. This one saying that being happy for the suffering of others grows. Exactly. So this is what I've been telling you. Some of the MAGA's people, they are happy to see majority of people suffering, especially those MAGA who voted against their own interests, those who voted just to punish black people. These people, they have been happy while black people, they have been suffering, and you can see it is now turning on them. This MAGA also, she's very happy. You can imagine she's very happy to see her fellow MAGA suffering. So this is to tell you that these people, they have a mental, they need to go and check on their brain. This one saying that happy for the suffering of the growth. This one saying that what a vile excuse for a human being. This one is saying that $250 million for a new White House bail room or feed Americans. What will Jesus choose? MAGA hits. This one saying that I hate people that think they are superior. This one saying that red state consume the most government handout and pay in the least. This one saying that she appears to be a hateful person seeking attention. Exactly. So this one saying that it's amazing when people say stupid shit online, and when they get dragged for it, they go into hiding. Don't hide. Be proud of your stupidity. Yeah, so this one saying that Christ said feed the poor. Exactly, Christ said feed the poor. So right now you can see Donald Trump is building a bail room, while majority of people, they are really suffering. Majority of people, they are suffering in America. You can see they are going to end food stamp, and also we saw they ended the other day Republicans voted to crash the big beautiful deal. Their Medicaid, their Medicare, it is gone. So right now the people the people who voted for this administration, right now they are realizing that they did a very big mistake. So this one saying that she was found out that they lost custody of her children, and she had been receiving food stamp and lost it when she lost her children. Oh, you can see. So this one is saying that the lady that you have seen on the video, she was found out that she lost custody of her children. You can see. So the lady, she lost custody of her children, and she had been receiving food stamp and lost it when she lost her children. So you can see, so when she lost her children, she lost food stamp, and that's why this lady, she's very happy to see others losing food stamp, because also she lost food stamp. So this is not a good. Don't be happy for the things that it is going on for the others because it happened for you. No, it shouldn't be that. So this one is saying that she deserve it. She deserve it. Have to worry about things like feeding her children because she doesn't have custody of her. So you can see people that are now coming out and replying. So this one saying that I am disabled senior and I have an income of $100,000 and got 102 $102 a month in food stamp. I hope I have stocked enough dry and canned goods that I can stay somewhat ahead, even though I won't be getting my any more food stamp. I also take care of my 90-year-old dad who doesn't qualify for food assistance. So I am glad we don't eat as much as we used to at one time. Take care everyone, because it's going to get worse before it gets better. Exactly. So right now people, they need to take care of themselves, because the people, they need to prepare. Starting first November, there will be no food stamp, and people who they were depending so much on the food stamp, majority of them, they are really going to suffer if they will not prepare. This one saying that a senior citizen living on SSI and SNAP benefit will go hungry. MAGA doesn't care. It's always been about the cruelty. Children will go hungry. Food bank were depleted last month. Food price will continue to rise and the billionaires will continue to enrich themselves. MAGA say that empathy is weakness. They don't have soul. Yeah, so you can see right now, I told you that in America, it is now favoring the rich people. If you are rich in America, America will continue to make you more rich. So this one saying that anyone who videos themselves stuffing their face while gloating that family are going without food is a sick, repulsive pig. So this was saying that grocery is higher than giraffe coach. So this was saying that they uncover she had food stamp and then lost custody of her kid, so lost them. Yeah, so this was saying that this is a lonely bereft woman who lost her humanity following the orange fool. This is MAGA, really horrible and ignorant people. They are still riding the shot after everything that has been revealed so far. This one is saying that decades from now, MAGA will have the same classification as the SS and people will ban pictures of their ancestor that wore MAGA hat. This one is saying that she acts like she will never need help. Anyone could fall in hard times. People are nuts. No one in America should go hungry. I rather have tax money go to SNAP than dump friends. Yeah, so you can see this is the message that majority of also people they have come out and share in the comment section. And also one thing that you should know, the lady who she has come out and talk about and laughing to others people because they are going to lose their food stamp. That lady, she lost her custody of her son, and because of that she went ahead and also she lost food stamp, and that's why you can see she's happy to see people going to lose food stamps. So kindly guys, subscribe if you haven't liked this video, share and also comment. See you on my next one guys. Bye bye.